All right, we are back. So I had to make some adjustment here to the live stream to see if we will encounter less technical issues. So hopefully this time it's not as bad as the other time. So again, it's a brand new platform, and all things are going haywire when you're trying to do something new here. So it'll take some adjustment on my end to get things right here. Okay. Do. All right. So, in the midst of me having some technical difficulties, and the price itself is having a lot of funky business here. It's a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of misfiring. You would say that on my end. Yeah, and quite frankly, I'm not liking what's going on here. Yeah, and then this is the one of the part of the days. You have a high resistant trading condition. I mean, just looking at this, I should have known that it will be a very difficult morning at least, very difficult morning session. I mean, all this back and forth here, I'm not saying it's problematic, but it's not optimal. I mean, what you really want is trade in one direction, get on a level, and then quickly retrace to another level, right? But this is not what we're seeing today. All right, let me make sure I can hear myself here. Yeah, I think the latency is really high on this one. I mean, I'm hearing myself literally 2 minutes later. So there's that I need to fix. Maybe I need to resolve that on your YouTube side. So I'm looking at Streamlabs. I don't have any notifications yet. So no skip frame. Skip frame. Oh my lord. Alrighty. So yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. It's still kind of dig into that hourly gap here. To be honest with you, I'm not sure why it's taking so long to get through. But again, they're not in a rush to push price around. It is more in their favor for price to kind of behave like this. I mean, it's kind of tough to say, okay, should I go not at this point right now? It's kind of hard to say, okay, should I go short? And if you go short, how much lower is it gonna go? I would not advise going short at this point. I mean, yes, when you were here, you got a short. That's nice. If you were here, you got a nice little short. That's nice. But at this point, I'm not sure if I would be willing to go short. Okay. And as you can see, every time you went short, you have relatively higher lows, more higher lows, and then a higher high. So you don't want at this point to be shorting. I mean, if you will be shorting, I would say keep it very short while shorting. And that particular level here, it never reached to that level. So that secret that I mentioned is still holding true at this point. Doesn't mean it's not gonna come around and bang through, because what it can do is get up to this level here at 643, and then kind of clear out these lows here or these lows, and then kind of go back up. But if it does that, yeah, I would not want to be any part of that. I will just completely close the chart for the rest of the day. Like for example, if if it were to go up to this level, 25,640, and then go lower and clear out these lows here and these lows, I'm good. Like I'll probably close the chart probably for the rest of the day, if not for the rest of the week. I mean, what is the point of all that? Like, you clear out all these lows here. What is the point? To me, for that to be acceptable, if you clear out these lows, you'll have to kind of quickly retrace and go quickly higher. If that doesn't happen, if it's just kneeling around and taking its time like it's doing here, like this, I'm straight. I'll be good. I'll just stay away from it. All right. So clearly, that particular area here, this is a high value fair value gap, which is another secret I wanted to share. So if you did not log back in, you probably missed out on that secret. And that high value fair value gap is this one. And I missed on highlighting it earlier today, so I'm gonna show you exactly why it is so special. Jeez. Okay, so it's still behaving really slowly. Okay, so let me stretch this out. And just like that. Okay. So that gap is including this entire body here. So from body to body. And we're also inside of that small gap here. And I'm going to make sure I highlight that gap. There's a wick in front of it. Uh-oh. This one right here. This is the meat and the potato of it. And as you can see that price really bang around it quite a bit. Okay. Yeah, I guess I should have extended it out so you can see. And that happens, folks. Like there are sometimes you have so many things you're tracking. It's kind of hard for you to track. Okay, which one of this gap you trying to highlight? Just a lot of moving parts, and you just don't know. So that's one of the reasons why I kind of missed that out. And I'm trying to find out another very important gap here. That would be the gap after 930, which is somewhere in this mud right here. And to be honest with you, it probably doesn't have any. Nope, nothing. I guess this is one of the things I should have done first. So when price open at 930, let me make sure I can highlight that. Where's 930? So price open at 930. There's very little gap. That was the first gap right here. But at 930, I was not in front of the chart. Okay. So that's one of the first thing you need to do. So when market open at 930, this is one of the things you need to highlight. In this gap right here, you highlight it and you probably extend that one out until the end of the week and probably until next week. Okay, so what is today? So Wednesday 3. Yes, so this is kind of like what you need to do. If you don't highlight it that way, when you see price navigate around that gap, you're gonna wonder, okay, what is this gap about? Why is it there? And again, I'm gonna extend it all until next week. I promise you, sometimes between now and next week, this gap is gonna come into play. Okay, so I locked it in. Boom, just like that. And what do you see? Price bang around in it. Let me make it bigger. That's what she said. So price went up. Okay, we trace into it. go up, fail to get higher, bang into that first gap after 930, just open again. That's 930, bang into it, went up, and playing around with that high value fair value gap also. 1 hour fair value gap, come around it, banging it, boom, boom, up. Okay, and now it's aiming to go higher. Now you might say, okay, yes, you look at it in hindsight, great. We can say it now. What's next? I already told you what it's gonna do next. Right here. All these lines, this blue line right here. This is the blue line right here. So it may not do it the exact same way that I said, but it's gonna come up, retrace. So it may retrace to here, it may retrace all the way here, but I don't want it to retrace all the way down here. If it retraces all the way down here, I'm closing the chart. I don't want nothing to do with it.